Hi everybody, this is Hero and welcome to another Dragonflight video. In this video I'm going to take a look at another Mythic Plus or AoE oriented build for Enhancement Shaman due to the release of the Alpha Dragonflight talents. In my previous video I looked at a fire build with Lavalash. In this one I'm taking a look at what it means that Doomwinds is returning alongside Flurry for Enhancement Shaman. Now I've thought through a build that basically is not an autopilot build, but one that is heavily centered on these 1-minute burst windows, putting Doomwinds in that 8-second window together with Crash Lightning and Storm Strike resets to produce a ton of damage. How does it work? Well, there are some similarities to the fire build, but this one takes us down the left side of the tree, and it takes advantage of the talents that we currently have in the game, all combined together alongside the old Necrolord idea of burst haste. We cast Primordial Wave. We spread it with Lavalash. We hit with our 10 stacks of Maelstrom Weapon a lightning bolt on all of those targets. That gives us a bunch of haste. We drop or we press Doomwinds, which is no longer tied to our Windfury totem, but is now just a cooldown button to press, which is such an excellent quality of life change. We hit Doomwinds, and then we hit Crash Lightning. And the Crash Lightning, guys, is going to produce an insane number of Windfury Weapon procs with all of these things working together. We're going to complement that with other abilities that will main hand strike in an AoE, which includes, by the way, Storm Strike when we have the Crash Lightning buff. It includes Sundering. It's going to include Ascendance, which we get sort of every 3 Doomwinds. We can line that up nicely. All of these pieces are excellent. The addition of Flurry means that we can amplify this because our critical strike spells or abilities, like Storm Strike, like Lavalash, these are going to give us quicker auto attacks. Quicker auto attacks means more chance to generate forceful wind stacks, getting it up to 5. It gives us more chance to produce a lot of the Windfury effect, and more chance to duplicate these attacks with main hand auto attack swings. So you roll up to a pack, you prime wave or you Lavalash your flame shock, and then you prime wave. You press Lightning Bolt, which has a pretty good chance to crit in one of these spells to give us Flurry. Then you Doomwinds your into Crash Lightning. Your Crash Lightning is going to hit all of those targets, produce an insane amount of Windfury Weapon damage, and then start off a cluster of Storm Strike buttons. If we have Ascendance, we get access to this new piece, Thorim's Invocation, which is going to reduce the GCD stress while we're within Ascendance. So we can just keep Storm Striking back to back to back because Lightning Bolts are going to start firing off automatically when we hit 5 Maelstrom. We're going to generate 2 Maelstrom alongside that, which is excellent. And then to cap it off, as we consume these 5 stacks of Maelstrom, which is going to happen automatically with Thorim's Invocation while we're within Ascendance, we get a reset on Storm Strike. So this gameplay loop is going to mean that we hit with Storm Strike. It has a chance, obviously, to reset with Stormbringer, which is great. You're going to fire off a Lightning Bolt for free, which is going to proc Storm Strike. You hit Storm Strike again. All of your Crash Lightnings are going to mean that you're going to generate quite a few more Maelstrom stacks because we have a giant haste window through Prime Wave. We have a giant Doomwinds attack window because all these Windfury Weapon attacks are going to be generating Maelstrom weapon charges. All of this gameplay loop for that 8 or 10 seconds worth of Doomwinds and Ascendance is going to produce an immense amount of burst damage. Now I know that Thorim's Invocation is only casting Lightning Bolts, but what the beauty of it is it's spending Maelstrom without us needing to do so. That is gigantic, guys. It means the GCD stress is far lower overall. And you don't feel like you're wasting time because you can press Storm Strike, you can press Crash Lightning, And then you can fit a few Chain Lightnings in here, knowing that during Ascendance, we have far more uptime of Storm Strikes, 66% more uptime. We're going to be blasting Storm Strikes over and over and over again into the Crash Lightning window. And with Doomwinds up, you'll get way more Maelstrom weapons stacks than you know what to do with, but the game will automatically spend them for you. Wind Strike, consuming Maelstrom weapon stack, that's awesome stuff. Anyways, I thought I'd show you guys this build as an alternative to another AoE approach. This one kind of more of a 1 minute schedule, a 1 minute, 3 minute. So probably 1 minute is every pull. You'd likely delay Prime Wave a little bit, but that happens sometimes in Mythic Plus. Completely different approach to the dogs, right? Where the dog idea with Prime Wave is you have a 45-second cooldown and a 1.5 minute cooldown that you're pairing together. And then you would do Alpha Wolf with Crash Lightning. Here you just have 1 minute. It's really clean. You don't have to worry about the spenders as much, and you just fill with a giant amount of Storm Strikes. The only thing that's out of place here is Hot Hand, which we have to take to gain access to Ascendance because we don't want to go down through the Ice Strike build. But I like this idea a lot. It's very different, right? Like, instead of really focusing on Lava Lash, you can move completely away from it and take advantage of all of this auto attack damage. Looking forward to testing this one out as well. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We'll chat soon.